character right now for Denjo is Kali. Usually I will swap out Ningguang. Actually, I could make the Traveler Denjo, but I don't really think she's that great of a Denjo character, is she? I'll have to think about that. I know I love the Traveler with Hydro and Animo. I can't stand her with Geo.
Balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Electro is okay-ish. Going down. You finally knocked me off, huh? Boom. Thought I was going to make it all the way across without getting knocked off, but yeah, not that time. There we go. I don't know what my energy recharge is on her. I know that you see how quickly Kerching gets her energy recharge back. I got fairly high on her. Alright, what we got here? We got complete the challenge by dispersing the electro fog. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this one. I've only just started doing Inazuma challenges. Investigate the anomaly. Okay. Do I need to have... I wonder, but I need to have animal character on for this one. Which, what do I have the Traveler on right now? I have the Traveler currently on... I do have her on animal. Okay.
This world is full of unsolved mystery.
Wrong button. How do I actually switch to her? Oh, hi there.
Windblade! Don't blink! Hey! After fried man, into the fire!
I hope when I press 4 you actually switch characters. Thank you, game. Alright, next up is that direction. Thank you. Can never have enough artifacts. Oop. Up there. Actually, no. I'm saying pressing 2 game. I am pressing 2. When I press 2, you actually switch to character 2. Crazy concept. Alright, next one is...
Let's dance.
Heal her up real quick. And one more should get her to almost full. There we go. Oh, look at you. Aren't you a lovely one? Piece of cake. Next commission. Defeat all opponents. That sounds easy enough. Calling down the thunder. Alright. Get over there. Seems to be over here. She says bad particle spawns. Yeah, sort of, yeah. I don't know. I just like the main character on either Hydro or Anemo. Just seems to works best. I don't know why. Maybe it's just personal prayer. I know everyone loves. I actually know someone who loves the main character on Geo, and I don't get it. I really don't.
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
You win. This.
Incoming. Hey!
Finally,
I thought you were down.
very
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
light blade.
Hope I got her stuck over there. There we go.
Let the show begin. Oh no! Incoming.
Get you damaged the electro charged.
Good down.
Piece of cake.
My lucky day.
Speed of light. Booba, get the...
Finally,
Don't blink.
Piece of cake. Simple as that. Look, did I not get them all? I missed one. Grab that real quick. I honestly do not understand how anyone can like Geo Traveler myself. I don't find it to be a very effective way of fighting, but like I said, I know someone who loves Geo Traveler, and I'm just, okay. Anno is a good particle response. I love the swirl, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know, it just makes sense what you're saying. It absolutely does. I apologize for my bit of raging earlier. I am autistic, as it says in the underneath the stream, and because I am autistic, I have rather wild emotional strings. Wow, English, Sarge, learn to talk. Very useful when you're a streamer to know how to talk. Emotional swings that can sometimes make things interesting, shall we say?
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Hi, I'd like to turn to my commissions.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
You're welcome for completing today's commissions.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Yeah, you just said that. Alright, let's collect those. Yay, level 10. Next update, I'll probably work harder. I've not gotten beyond Battle Pass 30, I guess, since 4.0.
You always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Yeah, I think it's about 4.0 was the last time I got all the way up to like Battle Pass 50. I've just not been as big in this, and I've become much more of a variety streamer, so I'm doing a whole bunch of different games. Alright, let's see. Which story quest should I do today? Just like last week, I'm going to let you guys choose. I'm going to read through the ones that I have unlocked. I know Dracula Gaming had a lot of fun with novelettes last week, so I'll let you guys choose which one you sound good at. Nilu, the dancer. Al-Haytham, the administrator of the Academia. Linny, the magician. Risley, who runs the prison. Furina, the former deity. Navia, the president of the Spina de Rizula. Chiori, the seamstress. Arlecchino, the knave. Sigewin, the nurse. Or Emily, the perfume maker. Which one sounds good to you guys? If there's no majority, everyone in chat picks different ones. I will roll randomly amongst those, and I'll see which one comes up. Right, you say Navia, Dracula Gaming. Do you have a vote this time? he might be in Warframe, which I'll probably go into Warframe after I'm done. Genshin, I usually try to do about 2 hours in one game, swap and do another 2 hours. Though last time I streamed Genshin, that 2 hours end up going to be 3.5 hours before I swapped, so you never know with me which way I'm going to go. You don't have a vote this time. All right, well, in that case, we got one for Navia. Who take care of her? I love Navia. I actually want that leveled up so badly. I love her attack. One day you stop by a familiar voice while in the court of Fontaine. That's one thing I should probably do is next time I stream this, instead of doing storylines, I should be doing fighting bosses and stuff like that in order to get some more of my characters leveled up. That would probably be a smart thing to do. Which, you know, that could be the reason why I've not done it, because that would be a smart thing to do. And as everyone knows who's been part of the stream, I am not smart. I am not a smart person. I just pretend to be one. Actually, it's a good question. Do I have Navia? I could have sworn I got her last time her character was came around, but I can't remember for certain. If I do have her, I really need to work on leveling her up. Let me check this real quick. Character archive. I do have Navia. Join party August 1st. Well, yep, then I'm definitely going to have to work on leveling her up because she is so much fun. I think she's C0 though. I think I got just her basic and that's it. Okay, I thought I could just go this way to get straight, instead of going teleporting directly to the statue to 7, because I don't like when the storyline starts right in the middle of talking to chat, so I thought I'd go here instead. Nope, not gonna be able to go up that way. Fine, screw you, I will just teleport you to statue to 7. Isn't the icon? Oh, it's for a different quest over there. That's what it's giving me the icon for. Why is it not showing the actual location? It's supposed to. Over there. I love this game sometimes. Really, I do. Really, really, I do. Honest. This device is just amazing to stare at. It really is. Yeah, I love Navia so much.
If it isn't my dear partners.
Hello there, Navia, or at least Navia's heels. Can we see the rest of her, please?
That voice. It's Navia.
I just said that, Python.
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
Just getting a daily dose of adventuring in.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson? We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Wasn't Spinadu really affected too? Should you really be the ones offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Makes sense.
Oh, so
spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Elusive's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then?
And then, since Malus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
I'll admit to being guilty of that one. I've done that.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Well, she was close.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols next time?
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself?
That sounds like a great idea.
You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
I'd be interested in taking a look.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Sure, sounds good to me.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
Now loading. Please wait. Your game is important to us. Please stay at the laptop.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Spina de Rizzullo is one of the main sponsors for construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, it's something that Pigoth wouldn't just been his call. Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see a point having a fourth line?
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it.
I can relate to that as well.
From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out.
Braving the tides together.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
I think it's a chest out there I haven't
What was
gotten
your
yet.
mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them, and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Missing Malus and Silver?
Of course, I still haven't really gotten used to a life without them. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
Makes sense.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right?
She's always having to cope with one thing or another.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Oop. I do that every time. Every time. You think I would learn by now? Ooh.
Boss, you're back! Traveler in Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
Makes sense.
But since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
That makes a lot of sense.
But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Should Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
I think it'll just be a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Me? What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
That's...
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner. Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit, and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Why don't we just strike a happy pose?
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, And that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs? That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Alright, let's try for something imposing.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.